Welcome to another edition of Auction Watch with yours truly, Matt and Rico Black Key Comics from the Comics Hall family. We are here. Hope that everyone is doing well, man. Would not be remiss without saying that we lost a true warrior this past week. The good brother Tivo has gained his wings and has moved on to fields yonder. And brother, I tell you, man, that one hit me this week, man. That's been on my mind every day, man. Pretty much most of the last few days, man. Just thinking about that, man. Brother that's right around, your age range, a little bit older,
Yeah,
than
yeah,
but still young, nonetheless, man. And left behind a family and a huge community of supporters and friends, man. And we're all picking up the pieces, per se, So
yeah. Gone too soon, man. I think it hits harder when you're a subscriber and you're part of the community, and one day you're watching him right live, you know, and then a few days later you hear the news, man. So it just hits much harder that way, man. So I just want to just give all my condolences, man, to his family. We're thinking about you, and we just the community is thinking about you, man. And I'm sure the community is going to step up and do whatever they can to support his family, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And like a few years ago during lockdown, we all were on a show together, man, and we a couple of shows that we were together on, and it was fun to be with him. And as a subscriber and as a friend, I watched him all the time. A lot of times I watch and didn't comment. I just watched and just enjoyed it. I was rocking with him way back when he first started. He would come on with his old DJing because he was a DJ.
Yeah,
He would
yeah,
have his stuff lined up, and then he'd come on and talk about books and stuff like that. So, over the last 10 years, man, 8 years, I've enjoyed following them, man. But this was really, really tough. But it also put in perspective. The main thing is that everybody should enjoy life. Every day is not promised. Matter of fact, you here today, gone today. So
yeah,
enjoy the time you have with others. If you hadn't told anybody you love them, pick up the phone, tell them you love them, you care about them, and and enjoy yourself, man.
yeah.
Tomorrow is not promised.
I promise. I'll say one last note, man. Let's look at these opportunities, man, to make sure that people that we care about, people that we love, let's do more appreciation and expectation. I think sometimes we don't understand the difference between showing appreciation as opposed to showing expectation. That line blurs sometimes. I think sometimes we put too much expectation on people without really showing how much we appreciate them.
Yeah.
And because when they're gone, you can't say it.
Yep.
It's too late. So
Yep.
let's use this time, man, for people. It's okay to have expectations on people, but people that you care about, let them know you appreciate them too, man. So
Yep. Yep. All right. So last time on our last show, we were previewing the hip hop memorabilia over on Heritage that has now passed,
it's now past.
and we've had a couple of auctions here past that were quite interesting. So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna review the past few auctions here.
Man, what a night, right?
Yeah, bro. Yep, yep. And yes, we partook, and in that auction, and we both picked up some stuff here that you might actually see it on the list tonight or this afternoon, rather, whatever you're watching.
Yeah, yeah.
And you'll see what we got. But there was some eye raisers. There were a few there that kind of caught our eye, and some it was just amazing to look at the auction, and we also watched the auction, and we also bought it at the same time.
Right,
So,
right, right.
we were able to watch stuff in real time as it would start. Some had no bids, and all of a sudden you looked up, it was through the roof.
Skyrocketing. And a lot of surprises,
A lot of
uh,
surprises. Yeah,
on
there's a
the
few.
on the upside and on the downside.
Yeah, yeah. It was a few things that really, like I said, it was some eye raisers because
Yeah,
some stuff we thought would go for a lot absolutely didn't go for anything,
yeah.
and things that we didn't think would go for much of nothing, it went for astronomical.
Yeah.
It was wild, man. But let's get into this, Rico. Let's
Let's do it.
get my screen here set up. Yeah, we're gonna go into a couple of these. Let's see. We're gonna start with the. There we go. We're gonna start with this one here,
Okay.
and as we start, I'm gonna get us a little of our patented uh music.
Little,
Yeah,
little
yeah,
lo-fi. It's little lo-fi.
yeah, yeah. And so let's go through this, man. So we had the one of the big sellers. These are the big sellers.
Believe it or not, these were surprising to me. Look, I understand, that there's a big sneaker culture, but there's something about a lot of these shoes because if I'm not mistaken, there wasn't really a lot of authenticity there, especially on some of the autograph sneakers that we're going to see also. So
Yeah,
I was shocked that a lot of, and I'm pretty sure maybe they went in and they did all their due diligence, but I was still kind of shocked to see where some of these went without having at least some certification involved in it as well.
yeah. And you look at this, and it's kind of one of these things where it goes, it's Jordan,
Right.
old school Jordan. Me personally, I'm not the big super sneaker aficionado. That's Larry, my buddy Tim, a couple other folks. X, they know. I've never seen green ones, and I would assume back then this was probably a pretty hard to find shoe.
Yeah, those are some of the OGs. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So but it's crazy. You look at the shoe. You look at the shoe. I mean, this is
It's,
chipping. You know, make you wonder, man. Like I need to go find me a. If I go out and find a pair of these in the street, I might resell these.
yeah, yeah. I mean, restoration for a lot of these vintage sneakers are common now. People would rather, some would rather, especially some real serious collectors, rather keep their vintage sneaker, have them restored instead of going out and buying a new one. So and a lot of times if you handle the restoration appropriately, you don't necessarily lose a lot of value. As a matter of fact, you can gain some value. A lot of times they'll try to find older sneakers to kind of restore with older materials instead of trying to use newer materials to restore them with. So
Yeah.
but that was a good sale, man, for almost $9,000, man.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
old shoes, bro. That's wild,
Yeah,
man. That's
yeah,
wild.
yeah,
That is wild.
yeah.
So that was definitely one that I remember looking at that and we were like, you had stepped away and you came back and I said, man, those shoes sold for almost 9,000. You're like, what?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So for
yeah,
top.
yeah.
All right. Next up, this was a
That was
heavy hitter. I mean,
yeah.
this was one that when we initially did the preview,
Mm-hmm.
it had any bids, or if it did, wasn't much.
Wasn't this much, yeah. Wasn't this much.
But all of a sudden, man, as it got close, I think on the day of the auction, it was already at like $2,000. So we already knew this was going to be a wrap, man. And no pun intended. And you look at what it finished for at 7,500. That's a lot of money, bro.
It's a lot of money, and this is one of the ones, man. That there's certain posters, man. We were comparing these posters to some of like the old jazz posters, blues posters, rock posters. They kind of have just a certain colors, a certain headliners, a certain artists. And this was one of those posters, man, where it checked every box, man. You know what I mean? It's like you got Nas and Biz Markie, and rest in peace, Biz Markie. You got two heavy hitters, and then but then it just has those colors, they pop.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those things, and you and I was looking at these posters, and we were sometimes I noticed that night we were in awe, because even though we were scanning through them previously, when we were actually in the midst of it during the auction, we were taking second and third looks at it because we were now looking at it as, am I going to make a purchase? Am I going to make a move on it now instead of just evaluating it? And when you start looking at it much closer, all those things stand out more, man. And so I didn't think it was going to go this high, but man, 15,000 probably next 5 years or so, man. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big sale.
Yeah.
So what are they asking for it now? 8 or 9? I think like close to, was it
9,000?
See, there it is. So right now they're already asking $10,000 for it.
Yeah, so he's trying to he's looking to make his money back in most.
Yeah.
I mean, there you go. So there you go. So yeah, I mean, this is what I call low. We call this low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
This will be the time to start looking for this stuff, man. There were some that caught us off guard.
I thought that was gonna go for much higher, man. I mean,
I remember we were sitting here looking.
Yeah.
You were close to pulling the trigger on this.
Yeah. Really close.
Yeah. I mean, you were like, oh man,
Because let me tell you, not to cut you off, the problem was, remember, I started buying and winning auctions early.
Mm-hmm.
And so I already had a budget. And so once I started winning auctions, I was like, man, and there were other items coming up that I knew I wanted to get. So I'm trying, and then remember there was one I ended up not winning that I thought I won. If I had knew I had not have won that one, I would have bid it on it, especially at that price.
Yeah.
But at that time, I was already piling up. Those numbers were piling up. I was like, man, I don't want to keep adding. Because we all know, man, it's like you're looking at $52, which is an absolute steal at $52. But what ends up happening is sometimes we know like 52 here, 70 here, 120 there, 210 there, 300 here, 25 there. Bro, when that invoice hit,
Yeah.
it adds up.
Yeah. Real quick, man. Real quick. So, yep, that
That
52
was a
bucks,
steal.
man. Still, whoever bought this, man, kudos to you, bro. Kudos
Yeah,
to you. This is the Def Jam promo poster. So this is actually one of the earliest promo posters for the album when it was released. So
absolute steal.
uh Run DMC. This was the
No, that's
Run
not it. Oh, that's not, yeah, Run DMC. Yep.
Run DMC Down with the King Proof copy strike off. This was basically the proof from the shoot, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And 12 by 18, $51. This is the not early Run DMC. This is probably later in their career. And so this is something that would be a piece, just a nice piece to have. And for $51.
This is one of my regrets, man. I actually collect comic proofs. You know how you can buy the actual original proofs,
The proof,
especially some like the 70s comics, the Bronze Age comics.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I recently won, I think it was Spirit 12 proof on Heritage maybe several weeks ago. This one I'm regretting. It's just that some of these items I was really trying to learn as the auction was going on, and that's my fault because we had already done a preview, but it was something I didn't even have on my watch list.
Yeah.
But as we're waiting, remember we had a waiting period, you know, after some of the like the album, the vinyl and the cassette tapes and stuff. So we had like this waiting period until we got to the poster. So now I'm looking at these things, I'm trying to learn and study. This one I might end up regretting, man, because I do collect proofs. I have several in the comic space, and I think at this price, I think this would have been a real dope piece to add to the collection.
Next up, I was trying to get you to bid on this.
I know, right?
And this was one that actually had no bids for the longest.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the dude just swept in, but like, whoop, I'll take this one. You know, this one out. You know, it is what it is. You know, so
for me, TP Hearn was more attractive than
this is what I took. Like TP Hearn's on it, man.
That was one that was more attractive than the genuine. I think for me, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I want a poster in my collection that with genuine. I just felt a little weird. I was like,
whoever got it probably got it for his girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I'm good.
Yeah. All right, so here you go.
Yes, sir.
Here you go. This was one of the first procurements of the evening. This was Eddie Griffin, 1995 Washington D.C. concert poster. Dina Howard is on there. You know, you can't go wrong with a Dina Howard.
Can't go wrong with Dina Howard.
And then the colors. I mean, you got the yellows, you got the reds, you got the whites, you got the blacks. I mean, it just got everything you need here. Nice photo of Eddie there.
Old school Eddie. Yeah, old school Eddie Griffin.
And you know, a lot of people don't know, man. Like when you made these posters back in the day, they would actually make they would draw it, and then they would cut out out everything, and they would send that to the printer, and then that's how you got your poster. They would get it as a flat image, and it was a poster. So this is whoever created these posters, man. This is a well done poster for its time. And brother Rico, tell us about it, man. Tell us about it.
Man, I'm excited, man. This was one of my wins, man. I won this poster. I was really excited about it. Like you were saying, man. So my background, I have a multifaceted background, but I used to be a creative director for Omnicom agency, and in college I started out a film major, but I ended up finishing in graphic design. So I actually was in school as we were transitioning from some of the more traditional way of graphic design into, computers, where we were kind of getting out of Ruby lift, the cut and paste techniques that you were talking about. And this is a clear example, man, of some of the older techniques that were used. And the reason why, when we were evaluating these posters, the thing that I really enjoy is that these are rare because these posters were only printed for events, specific events at a region, at a specific location. These weren't, because every time they go to a new location, it's a new poster. Because all you gotta do is look at the date, look at the location. So once they go to another place, it's a whole new poster.
Yeah.
And if anyone that did any type of marketing or street team, I used to be a part of street teams back in the day for like concerts and stuff. You always know what happened after a concert, whether it's a comedy concert, music concert. What do they do in the back? They say, "Hey, anybody want some posters? Come grab them. If not, we're gonna throw them away."
Yeah.
So they didn't really keep them. So they would give them away at the end, any free, if whoever wanted to keep them, and then the rest of them they just put them in the trash and they move on because they didn't want to carry all that stuff.
Yeah.
With them because they had to get ready for the next event. So that's why these event posters, I really believe, man, are really going to have some significant value down the road, man, because these are going to be significantly rare for specifically targeted events.
Yeah. So yeah, man, great pickup, man.
Yeah, man, love it at that price too, man. I was shocked. I was shocked. I mean, look, Eddie Griffin is one of the old school. I guess you can call him old school now. He's been around. He's been in the game for a long time. But people forget, man. This dude had his own show at one time. This dude used to be at Eddie Griffin used to be one of the top comedians at one point. Remember, he had that show over the Malcolm and Eddie. With Malcolm Jamal Warner. He even had a nice little movie run. You know what I'm saying? I think what was the one? Was it Undercover Brother?
Undercover Brother,
yeah, he had a lot of movies and stuff,
I
man.
hadn't heard that name. I heard that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I love this pickup, man. Like you said, it checked every box for me, man. So I was happy to win this one.
Yeah. So excellent, man. Excellent pickup here. Here's one that I let get past me, man. I was looking at it, man. I just MC Fresh. I just like the post as a photographer. I really like that shot. It's the old Broham Cadillac. I know it. My grandma used to drive it. And that was just a cool poster, man. I'm actually thinking about recreating that for a shot for myself. So that's pretty cool, man. To see
another one, man. Another one. I'm upset I didn't bid on either, man. Especially at that price.
Yep. So, all right. Next up, there was some vinyl there. Naughty by Nature 19 double Nature Fury promo double LP 7 $50. I assume if you're a Naughty by Nature fan or massive vinyl fan, this would be something that you'll be looking for. But this is one that I passed on, and we both passed on as well. Next up,
Naughty didn't get a lot of love in this auction.
Slim Thug. Somebody paid $50. That wouldn't have been me, but somebody paid $50 for.
Yeah, me either.
Slim Thug. I would assume they'd have to be a Slim Thug fan.
Yeah.
This next one here, it's quite interesting. This is one we talked about this. It was a 7 original color photographs of Busta Rhymes in 2002 with the session sheet. Right here, which we right here, who's in the session, probably writing, doing this thing, whatever. And these are all, as a photographer, these are all proofs. These are outtakes. These are shots that they probably sent to the photo editor, whoever, and they took whatever they want to use and roll with it. Now, here's the kicker. As a photographer, there's certain stuff that you can resell later on down the line, and so because you've got the rights to it, once the usage is up, the rights come back to you, and then you can move it. This is a case of there was 7 photographs, and he was trying to get a few nickels or whoever probably bought this in the collection. And they were all in there. So, but these are the type of things that I tell people to kind of be on the lookout for if you see these kind of things, because down the line these have become part of history. So,
well, let me ask you a quick question. I already know the answer. What if that was a 7 photo set of Sade, man? How would you have gone?
I think, man, honestly, if it was 7 photos or legit photos of Sade, man, you probably I'd say you probably get near 1,000. I'd say at least 1,200.
Easy. I think that's low, man. I think it
Especially
was much higher. Yeah,
a special original. It would
yeah,
all, it all just
yeah.
depend.
But
Also depends on what the photos are. So
but remember, my question was how high would you have gone?
bro, I probably would have won. That's what I probably would have won.
You would have definitely won it. You would have won
Yep.
it. You would have
Yeah.
definitely won it.
They had this as well. This was the Dr. Dre gas card, $50. Not for me. That was
Not for
not
me,
for me.
yeah. Yeah.
So let's move. Let's go back here. I think there's a few other ones here. Let me there it is. View all auctions. There we go. This is all I wanted. That's what I wanted. They had the this was another classic here. You had the Luke
Bro,
Snoop. This was another heavy hitter, 4,500. And you had a lot going on here on this poster. You had the colors, you had everything. Miami was tied in with Luke, so it was all just basically everything was working for you on this poster here. You had a Snoop Dogg, 4,500. This is one that's probably going to continue to go up,
yeah.
up, and over time. This is why we're saying right now, if you're into this and you can find some of these this is the time to
Yeah.
be out there looking for this stuff, man. Especially these type posters here, these old one-stop shop posters. And I'm gonna tell you something else too that's gonna be down the line. It's gonna be big. It's this Ticketmaster, especially
Yep.
with them going through.
Yep.
They're going through these old Ticketmaster posters are gonna probably start going up just on the strength of Ticketmaster. I'm gonna go back here so we can go that way. This is another powerhouse. Notorious B.I.G., Outkast, 96. So this is at the apex of Notorious Big. You know, he's taking off. Outkast was just getting started good. And so you look at the significance. First rap hip hop concert in 10 years. You got a lot of fall festival. I think this is the one in North Carolina, not the other one. But yeah, this is, you got a lot of stuff going on here. And look at that, man. $17 back in the day for that to go see them. $17.
That poster checked every box, man. I mean, Biggie, Outkast. I mean, similar to the last post we saw with Snoop and Luke and Tupac, and bro, it's like, and both of them went for 4,500 each. So I mean, just shows you, man. Like, and what are they asking for on this one now?
56.25.
Yeah, 50, bro. It's this was cheap to me, man. In terms of evaluation, like,
yeah.
Was I willing to drop 4,500 on a poster that night? No, not even close. But when you look at it and you evaluate, it's easy, man. That's a steal, man. That's an absolute steal.
Yep. All right, we're gonna back out again here. This was interesting as well. This was the Beastie Boys signed Swing Mate concert hall automatic turntable signed by the Beastie Boys. It's just something that if you're a connoisseur of hip hop and you want to have it, I think this would be a good piece for you. I wouldn't know where to store it, but
yeah.
This is a piece that somebody would absolutely love, So, yeah.
Now, this one actually had the authenticity, which I thought was really cool. Had the photos and everything. That was one of the reasons why it was some of the other items. There was even some autograph items where I was like, okay, I didn't see any, certificate of authenticity or anything like that. But man, this would be dope for a museum, a hip hop museum or something like that. I mean, this was a dope pickup, man. Like, I'm with you. I don't know what I would have done with it, man, personally, but if you're a Beastie Boys fan, it's an excellent piece to own.
Yeah. Another cool one here was another one. This is another one we watched. This was the first Family Day. Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
This was in 96. I think this was 96, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, September 1st, 1996. Yeah.
96, yeah.
And he was just on to take off, stated, debut album Reasonable Doubt. Foxy Brown was there, Dead President, Ain't No Bro. He was doing his thing, man. And so this was another case of getting, hip hop history, and 3,500 for a poster that's probably gonna keep going up over
Yeah.
time. So I think this is another good one. He's asking 43.75.
Yeah.
So he's not even. It had to say he's not even the sign up to entertain offers, but 43.75 they will reach out to him. So yep, another one, another one, another one. This was one. This is one that hurt my heart, man. 'Cause
Bro,
I wanted,
oh
man.
man,
Yeah, I
beautiful
want it
poster, man.
so bad, man. 22.50 for the Super Tour 88. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Kumo D, EPMD, JJ Fat, Raheem the Dream. I mean, bro, make it
Crazy
come
headline.
in my backyard.
Yeah.
And this is absolutely uh would have been a great piece
Oh man,
to get, man. This, I mean, it had everything going for it.
checks every single box, man. Headliners, colors.
Yeah.
And and this is something people don't really understand too. If you look at that poster, Jazzy Jeff is big, Fresh Prince is small. People don't really realize when that group came out, Jazzy Jeff was considered one of the illest, one of the dopest DJs on the planet. He was up there with all of them. So so a lot of people, of course, Will Smith, ended up becoming much larger. But as far as that group is concerned, man, it's really about DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a dope poster, man. Like another steal, in my opinion, man.
Yeah, that was a major steal, man. Major steal, man. 22.50. Yeah, yeah. That's a steal. Um, we had the Run DMC shoes. They went for 18.75.
Mm-hmm.
This one was interesting. You had the ODB sign autograph cassette that went for 16.87.50. Then of course we had the Biz Marquee Kid Capri.
Yeah, Capri.
Yep, that one went for 16.87. And gonna hop around here a little bit. This was one that I think that was a steal.
Yeah, absolute
This
steal.
is one of the
Especially
ones that,
Tri-Call Quest and Queen Latifah.
yeah, I mean, you got Tribe, you got Queen Latifah,
Yeah.
Lincoln University, HBCU, and I think it's HBCU if I'm not mistaken. I think Lincoln's HBCU.
What's the university?
Lincoln University.
I don't think so. Let me check and see.
Yeah, I think that's HBCU.
It might be.
$1,500, man, for this. If I'd had it that day, I probably would have got it, man. This was a steal. Whoever got this, sitting pretty for the next couple of years. This is one that'll go up over time. And
HBCU. Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was a HBCU. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yep. These are the kind of things. Once again, that if you see these, you at your flea markets, you at your yard sale, pick them up. Pick them up, pick them up, pick them up, pick them up. Also, they had the another one. They had 2 Live Crew Mantronics, MC Shadi, and Dana Dane is on the post as well. Rapathon. This was 1562.50. This is 1987. A poster that looks that good. Still holding its own. Was stored really well. I mean, this is one that's down the line. Like I said, I want everybody to get a clear understanding of the theme that we keep trying to hammer home. This is the buying season.
Yeah, for these, absolutely.
We'll come back to these in 9 years, 6, 7, 8, 9 years.
Well, 5 years, 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're gonna see some of these prices are gonna double, triple, real quick. So if I wasn't going to Heroes Con, trust me. Trust me. I've been in on some of these. This is another one.
That's one of the ones I wanted so.
Yeah.
And that's one of the ones that just started. It started out maybe like a few $100. I was like, you know what? I might have a chance. Because Scarface is my favorite rapper all the time. If you ask me who I think is the greatest rapper all the time, I got Scarface number one. People can agree or disagree, but Scarface that's that guy, man. But when I saw this, I was like, golly, I really want this poster. But it just kept going up, and I was like, you know what? Can't do it, man. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, it blasted. $1,000 for this. This is another one. Like I said, this is another steal.
Yeah.
Uh, for down the line, people gonna look back at some of these prices, man. They're gonna
Oh
come back to the
man,
show and they're gonna be like, "Wow, this is another one.
that was
Another,
another one. That was
yeah,
another one. That was another. Like, yeah, there was two or three ghetto boy posters. I like the other one though because it actually had Scarface
yeah,
on it also. That's one reason why I like that one. But both of these are just golly, man. It can't. I'm beating myself up right now, man, with some of these.
yep." We had the Easy E 94. I think this one is one that I think that was
I,
a
that went lower
major,
than I thought. Yeah, that went lower than I
yeah, the
thought.
major steal, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Easy, because this is, I
yeah.
want to say, what year did Easy E pass away? Was it 94?
I think so, man. Definitely in the '90s, man.
Yeah, I mean, this is like one of his last few appearances.
Yeah, 95.
95, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, so
95,
we're
yeah,
getting in that realm of, depending
yeah,
on
yeah.
when this was. But I mean, this is one of his, last few appearances. I mean, 94 is February. So I mean, this was one that you probably, I think, went for a really good deal, man. This was also when they were beefing with Death Row.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, so there's a lot tied to it, man. A lot of tied to it, man. So
But
I would say this is a piece of history as well.
but there's a theme that when you start studying, it doesn't really matter the genre, whether it's jazz, rock, hip hop. Some of the more monochromatic posters don't really go as high as some of the more colorful, vibrant posters. And then you want posters that actually have sometimes the photos, the images of the actual artist. A lot of times I look at jazz posters. Sometimes you see like it might be a Thelonious Monk or a John Coltrane poster, but it might just be the name and the date and the location. But when you start adding the imagery and more color and the photo of whether of Miles Davis or John Coltrane or whoever, man, those posters just start going for
Yeah.
astronomical prices. So but this is how you can get a steal also, because the value is going to continue to increase. But a lot of times in the beginning they're less attractive, but the value it's still going to just keep going up, up, up. So this is a steal, man, because it's a great illustration, great artwork, great graphics. But this was absolute steal, man. This was a dope poster.
Yeah, I think this was a great pickup, man, for whoever picked it up, man. I think they
Oh,
got
they're
a
gonna
good
be
one.
happy. Yeah, they're gonna be happy with that.
This was one that we looked at.
Yep. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we looked at
yep.
that one. That was came out to 687.50. And like I said, man, these are posters. You're gonna look back. I guarantee you're gonna look back, man. You're gonna say, "Well, wow, how did we miss out on this one here?" And this was like I went back after we got after the auction. I was cleaned up. I was tossing out the old flyer that they sent from Heritage, man. And the Heritage, they only put like 4 or 5 of these in there. They didn't even put like go through the they really want to blow out like it would normally have a big blowout, man. And so I think this was a great opportunity, man. If people were paying attention to come in and like I said, pick up a few things. This was interesting as well.
That went lower than I thought.
Yeah, bro, that was kind of one of those like I was
Man,
surprised that it went for what it did.
Yeah, much lower than I thought. Maybe the K Solo theme. A lot of people don't remember K Solo. K Solo was a part of the whole EPMD family. Remember when they split up? I think Redman went with Eric Sermon, if I'm not mistaken, and K Solo, went opposite direction, man. But they were all part of that group, man. With Eric, with EPMD, Redman, Keith Murray, K Solo. K Solo was dope. He's doing a little alphabetical rhymes and stuff like that. But he was pretty dope.
So yeah. Then we get this is like I was so close, man. I was literally sitting there like, man, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man. But
I love that poster, man. I love that poster, man.
Classic flyer handbill.
I love it. Yeah, the handbill. I love it. I love it, bro.
Classic.
Oh
you
my
got
goodness, I love it.
Curtis Blow, Furious 5, Cool Cow. I mean, you got a lot of stuff going
I
on here.
love that, man. Oh my gosh.
I mean, all this stuff. You got the New York skyline. It's just like, bro, like, man, this is 80s all through and through,
Yeah.
Piece of history, a piece of history. So great pickup, man. Whoever picked
And,
this stuff, 25.
and one more time for the viewers, that's a handbill, so that's much smaller. It's not a poster, so don't look at that price. And so that's a good price.
That's a sheet of paper.
Yes, a small sheet of paper.
I don't have one here, but it's a small sheet of
Yeah,
paper.
those things are small, man.
Yeah, it's 8.5 by 11, like just
regular
sheet
of paper, man.
Sheet of paper you turn in for an assignment. Yep.
Yeah.
$625. So
for a sheet of paper.
Sheet of paper. Also another sheet of paper. This was another one that I was just, and you clearly see how I was tracking it. So I mean, this right here, man, is Spider-Man. You got this is just a Cold Crush crew. Well, Cold Crush 4 at that time. And you just like, man, 1982. This is the kickstart of hip hop,
Right.
This was this was when, I don't know if you've seen the documentary Hip Hop Evolution on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a part in there when they were talking about the first part of the hip hop was when people would say they would go to parties and stuff, and where people would rap and all this stuff. These are the type flyers that where people were going to this stuff.
Yeah. Probably drawn by graffiti artists, drawing the Spider-Man, adding that image on there, which I thought as comic book collectors also, that's why that one just stood out. I was like, man, I want that so bad. All right, it blends both worlds perfectly. But man.
Yep. Next up, we have Ticket There, sold for $5.75. Tickets are still a great place to if you can find. This is autographed by Jam Master Jay, but if you can find some autographed tickets, they're always a good place to get some stuff here. We had this one here.
That's one of the ones I wanted. I really wanted that one.
Public Enemy, nice and smooth, leads a new school, Cypress Hill, $5.75. I think that's extremely low.
That was steal.
Let's see here. We had this was another handbill.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a concert poster for Cypress Hill.
Mm-hmm.
93. This stuff is still out there, So I would, look for it, take advantage of stuff like that. You've got the Chubb Rock, Brand Nubian, Yo-Yo, DJ Quick, Nikki D. This sold for $500. I mean, this and it gets lower and lower as we're going. This here.
Oh man, dude, what a poster, man! Goody Mob Outcast, Dungeon Family, basically.
Yeah, and then and $4.75. This is 95. So once again, this is like they're just getting started.
Just getting started.
The Liquid Sword seal tape that we talked about on the last one went for $4.25.
Yeah.
So this is also giving you a look. If you're out in the bottom and you see these at stores, and you see them at a decent price, you know what I'm saying. Pick them up. This was something that caught your eye as well. This was the.
I wanted that, man. I really wanted that. Just for the artistic representation alone.
Yeah,
I wanted that piece. Even the scale. The scale was amazing. Man, my budget just wasn't there in this auction. Man, I was beating myself up, man. Because that was when I almost risked it. I was like, you know what, bump it. But there was still just other posters. Even though I didn't win some of those posters, there were still other posters at the end that because my goal was to win some of those P-Funk posters. That was my goal.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get to those in a minute. I think we're gonna come up on those in a minute. That was the Chubb Rock, Too Short, DJ Quick, Yo-Yo. 412. Then you got just a simple portrait of Tupac. That went with $387.50. That was not too good of a portrait. And here we go. This is what we're talking about now. And as you see, your bid of $28. You see our bid.
You see, yep.
Yeah, and it was just like I bid, and then the dude was like, "Oh nope," that was all she wrote. $375 for this right here, a beautiful poster
Yeah.
of a legend, George Clinton.
That's one I'm going to regret. I already know I'm going to regret it.
Yeah.
If I had made those two earlier purchases with the card and the photo that I thought I won, that I end up not winning, I would have been more aggressive on this one.
Yeah. And then of course you had another one, same price.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I like that one because it had the mothership at the top.
yeah, the mothership.
Mm-hmm.
This is one I was
Still.
trying to go for it, man, and I was like, get out of here. When I regret not going, but the guy was just like he wasn't budging, man. So
nah, man.
Yeah, he wasn't budging, man. So classic MCs there, man. Then of course we had the this one was as a Georgian. This was a really big poster. This was the first Summer Jam poster. And Summer Jam was big shindig up in Atlanta back in the day. Too Short, Ice-T, Magic Mike, DJ Quit, Chuck Rock, and Kilo Ali. Independence Day weekend. And I mean, you got colors, you got everything. You got lime green, you got everything that you could possibly want. You got pictures, you got, everything's on there. And this is one that I think whoever bought this, I think this is one that
steal.
He will be very happy in a few years.
Yeah, that was a steal, man.
First post. What a pickup. What a pickup.
Yeah,
Montel Jordan, Mint Condition, Chuck Brown, 1987.
Don't forget Camp Low.
Camp Low, Lost Boys, Changing Faces, The Brat, DJ Cool, Craig Mack, Jermaine Dupri. Bro, this was an absolute steal.
Yeah.
Absolute steal. 1997. Absolute steal. So this is another one. This is why I said you're seeing some of these posters. You're probably shaking your head like, well, how did that go for that? Yeah, this is opportunities here. This is what we call it, the opportunity.
That's a poster. If let's say I didn't have any bids, I didn't win anything when this poster came up, I think I would have won that and just shut down, just because. Just off of Camp Low, Mint Condition alone, I Changing Faces, man. Jermaine Dupri, bro, I would have easily just won this one and be like, you know what, I'm done for the night. I'm done for the night.
Yeah, this is a great pickup. Another one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Another steal, man. Golly, you know what? It's funny, man. When we were watching this stuff real time, even though some of these sold significantly lower than others, we didn't really identify how low until now.
Yeah, that's when you look at it now, you're like, wow.
Yeah. But at the time we're bidding and we've won some things, and then we're trying to say, okay, I don't want to spend too much money. But now when you look at it now, it's like, I can't believe that sold for $300, man.
Run DMC, Big Daddy Kane, Biz Marquee, Doug E. Fresh, Old School Tour 97.
Insane.
It makes me wonder if this would have said 87, what would it have sold for?
Oh man, bro. Oh man.
If it said 87, 88, what would it have sold for?
Yeah.
That's I want to know. That's I want to know what it was sold for.
Oh, much more. Because this might be one of the older posters. Most of these posters like early 90s, early to mid 90s. So this is kind of not getting into the late 90s.
All right, we've had the classic press poster for press picture for the Poetic Justice with and Janet Jackson. They had the License to Ill tour, and this was one of my pickups.
Congrats, man! Congrats.
I think this was one of my pickups. I think it was a pickup. I can't remember if it was. I'm not sure.
No, I don't think you won that one.
No, I think I was.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, I don't think
This was one, you know, the Omega Mardi Gras 1991. Omega Mardi Gras is big stuff. Is that most times they have really good acts at the show. So this is
Mm-hmm.
Chubb Rock 91, 325. This is one that, you know, like I said, you see a theme here. You're starting to see the theme of these were great pickups
Mm-hmm.
for what people were looking for. You know, at that, you know, for at that price, you know, you're paying 325, and like I said, you said 3-4 years from now, you look back and go, yeah, you know, it's a good deal. St. Augustine College Student Government Association Homecoming 95. You got KRS-One, Vicious. I mean, 325 again. You know,
Yeah.
Another one, man. KRS-One. You know,
we haven't came across one of yours, have we?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I think it's in here somewhere. I actually have this already. The concert poster from San Diego from 1999, the Slim Shady tour. I have not the one for San Diego, but I have one from the tour. And this is another opportunity to pick this up, brother Larry. If you're watching this on a replay, man, this right would have been right up his alley right here. One of these. So I think this is considering how big of a name he is in hip hop, and will be 15, 20 years from now, people look back at Eminem and
man, look, man,
this would be well worth more than this.
People can say what they want to say. You know, I understand how polarizing he is in terms of culture, but we got to stop it.
You can't deny it. Right?
You can't deny Eminem, man. You can't deny Eminem, man. You can't.
EPMD, Chubb Rock, Brand New, and Nikki D.
That was a dope one.
1991. 312. Like I said, people are gonna come back to this and they're gonna be like, what the hell was going on here?
Yeah.
This was one. I'm looking at it now, like, why, you know.
That was a handbill, right?
That's the handbill. African Bombada, Soul Sonic Force MD, MCs, Flash, Furious 5, Funk Machine, Imperial MCs. I mean,
but remember now, we were like, we saw African Bambaataa.
Yeah. That's what threw me off. But it was like, yeah, and Bambaataa had a few things going on.
Yeah, we were like, no Diddy.
Yeah, no Diddy. Oh, you know. And then Dougie Fresh, Fat Joe, Cool, DJ Cool, Fat Rapper Tap.
Amazing poster.
Yeah, 275.
Still.
So. That's another one. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see the one I had one. I'm trying to see. I don't see it on the. It's funny that I don't see. I know it when I see it, but I don't see it on here.
Probably haven't got to it yet.
Probably ain't got to it.
Oh, wow. You know what? It might be a bug because I just saw the little Kim post.
No, we're coming up on it. I think we
coming up on. Okay.
I think we're coming up on it.
That was a dope poster.
This was one too that was a steal.
Bruh. Oh my
LL Cool J, Zapp and Roger. So you got R&B and you got LL Cool J.
Yeah.
275.
Bro, that's a steal. Again, the monochromatic, you know, those one color posters. You know, they're gonna continue to scale in value, but they just in the beginning stages, I think they just weren't as attractive. Just like in any other poster, whether it's, you know, we said jazz or blues posters, but bro, this poster is amazing, absolutely amazing.
Yep. Let's move on here. Let's go. Yeah, this was just a simple handbill. Dougie Fresh for Crew. This is another one of those, you know, handbill, but
dope.
Historically, when you look at it,
Cold Crush, bro.
Yeah, a good photo of them. This is one that you'll come back and
that's a
this is a great pickup. 250, man, for that, you know. So R. Kelly, Heavy
My
D.
mind's telling me no.
We were sitting in jail. Warren G. Coolio, 250. And we were sitting there looking because we were kind of wondering how these R. Kelly posters.
Yeah, I was wondering.
And
Yeah.
I was like, somebody saw $250 worth in it. So they ended up picking it
Now,
up.
now, tell them what happened with the Diddy poster. Was it no Diddy card? It wasn't a poster.
Oh,
Diddy.
they got pulled. They pulled that off.
It got pulled. It got
Yeah,
pulled. But they didn't pull R. Kelly.
Walker Wear hockey jersey.
Bro, I wanted this bro. Walker Wear goes up there with Cross Color, Carl Kanai. This was a banging Jabos. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those brands that everybody was trying to rock, and especially with hockey jerseys. That was like in the early 90s when hockey jerseys, everybody like the way people started rocking NBA jerseys, bro. In the 90s, it was hockey jerseys all day long. It was hockey jerseys all day long. Everybody was rocking, and you have women rocking hockey jerseys with biking shorts. Let that sink in. It was crazy.
That was the apex of 90s fashion.
Yeah, man.
Early 90s fashion. DJ Cool, Omega Psi Phi.
Mm-hmm.
You got the fraternity colors there. It's an A&T. $239. I would have to say, Rico, this is probably gonna be a rare poster.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't imagine many people kept DJ Cool posters, like that. So
HBCU connection posters like this, man, I think are gonna have a certain people just going after them. You know, if you're a part of that fraternity, if you are a fan of the artist, but then if you're a collective HBCU rare items, this I think would be a part of the HBCU rare items. The people that collect, because I know people that collect HBCU relics and items, and this would definitely be one of those things you could add to that type of collection.
Yep. We saw a flurry of these Lil' Kim posters.
Yeah.
$239 for that one. You're gonna see a couple more in a second. DJ,
this one surprised me. Look, I thought this would be much lower because it just seemed a little dope poster in terms of headliners. You got Public, I think you got Airbnb, Rakim, Public Enemy, LL Cool J, Houdini, but it didn't pop. It just didn't pop, and it seemed like it was so much dead space at the top and the bottom. It just wasn't well balanced, and then there was some of the key headliners like Public Enemy and Airbnb, Rakim that was so small you didn't really see it, and so I was shocked. I thought this would be a little bit lower. Just off the design aesthetic, not off of the headliners, but off the design aesthetic.
What's missing is for me is what's missing is an image.
Yeah, image.
Yep. Image takes this from 239 to possibly
easy, bro. Easy. Oh, bro, you just add LL Cool J photo on there, and let's say anybody from Public. Oh, Dougie Fresh. Yeah. Dougie Fresh. There it is.
And this is 87.
Yeah, 80s, man. Great pickup though.
Yeah. They had the Marshall Mathers LP, sold for $229. And here is one of my pickups.
There we go. Great pickup. That's the one.
Chubb Rock, DJ Ram, Omega Mardi Gras, 1991.
Love that poster.
219. I was like, you know what? For that, I'll take a shot. I was trying to stay under 300.
Bro, love that poster.
So
love that poster.
So there we go. Got that one. And of course, this is another one. It was R. Kelly that we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
There was this was a KRS one. This one sold for $209.
Mm-hmm.
Another one sold for $209. I think that's a great. I think this is another one that I think will be a great.
That was a dope one. Yeah, that was a dope one. It was a great pickup for somebody.
This is one that I think he got a good deal on. The Swatch Watch was another one, just because you got the list of the artists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good one. And then of course, this is another one. Chris Tucker, Steve Harvey, Tony Brown.
I wonder who won that one.
Yeah, I think you won this one, right?
Yeah, man, dude,
Yeah,
bro. This one, remember, me and that other bidder was going back and forth.
yeah. This was. I wish we could have recorded it just to
Oh
show
man,
the patience it took for you to get, because it was a lot of patience involved from
bro,
this.
bro,
A
because
lot of patience.
yeah,
This bid actually lasted what, about 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes.
bro, easy 3 to 4 minutes, easy.
Yeah, 4 or 5 minutes.
Because I kept saying, you know what, I'm gonna wait till it gets almost to the point where it looks like it's about to go, then I'll hit it again. But what kept happening is once I hit it, boom, he came right back. So finally, I remember after I did that maybe about 4 or 5 times, I said, you know what, I'm gonna see how serious he is. So I went at least 2 or 3 times, just going boom, boom, boom. And he kept staying. I said, okay, now I got to go back to my old strategy again. Just go and just let the clock keep going down. And eventually, man, bro, I freaking love this pickup, man.
You got everything
Bro.
going for it, bro. You got Tony Brown, you got Chris Tucker,
Oh
you got
man,
Steve Harvey,
bro.
all photos. Comedy Fest. This is in '94. This is
94, man. And look at Chris Tucker on that. Look at that photo of Chris Tucker.
yeah. I think at this time, I think Steve
Oh
Harvey
man.
was just starting to kind of get sorted out good. I don't even think Kings of Comedy had even came out yet. And Kings of Comedy didn't come out. That was
No.
that was late night. Early
Kings
2000s.
of Comedy came out in
That was what, 98, 99?
I think it was a little bit later, man. 2000.
2000. So yeah,
2000.
that's what I said. Steve Harvey was just getting sorted out. Chris
Bro, he
Tucker,
just getting started.
Tucker was coming out the back of Friday, so he was at his height.
Yeah, man.
So,
Bro,
yeah.
and people forget Tony Brown was nothing to play with during that time. Matter of fact, Tony Brown may have been bigger than Steve Harvey at that time.
At that time, yeah.
At that moment, right? At that time, right?
You're correct.
Right.
At the time. So yeah, this is a great pickup, Rico.
Man,
Congratulations.
I love that, man. I love that, man. Slam,
Yep.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yep. And then we had the Houdini album, which I 85 200. And then you also had Aaliyah 200, but this was just a sticker. This was not a sticker.
Yeah, it's a sticker.
Then you had that other Dina Howard 199.
That was a dope poster, man.
Let that one slip by.
That was a dope poster, man.
You got the Public Enemy Too Short for $189. I think that's a great portrait of Public Enemy.
Oh man, what a headline! Public Enemy and Too Short.
Too Short, yeah. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, this is an 89. Another, you had Two Live Crew and Denise LaSalle.
Love that, bro. I love that poster.
Crazy to have you got Denise LaSalle and Two Live Crew.
Again, another interesting headline. Live Crew.
How'd you book that? You know. But yeah, this is another one. 169. Key Sweat.
I wanted
early. This was 91. So this is probably around his second album.
I wanted that. Yeah, that was my high school. I was in high school that year, and for me, I really wanted it for High Five.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite groups growing up, man. So.
But BBD Key Sweat.
That was one. Oh man, what did that sell for? What did that end up selling for?
159 when you look at it.
Oh my goodness.
$159.
I can't, bro. Again, add a photo. Add BBD.
You just dropped BBD in there. Cause see, this is what happened. Let me tell you, because we talked about this. And I told you, I said, people don't realize that's Belle Biv DeVoe. They don't realize.
They didn't know. I bet you a lot of people didn't know who that was.
Yeah, and if they saw Belle Biv DeVoe, that'd have been all she wrote.
Bro.
If they'd have said New Edition, that'd have been all she wrote.
It's over.
Yeah, so this is a great, excellent pickup for this gentleman here. 159. I remember sitting there looking at that like, why did I bid on it?
God is sold that low, man.
Yeah, and I was like, why didn't I bid on that? Then you had the Nubian production.
That was dope.
Presenting the Umoja, DJ Africa Bombada, Soul Sonic Force, Cosmic Force, Devastating, Jazzy 5, Air Condition, T Connection. These are all old school hip hop groups from back in the early 80s. And it sold for $154. Like I said, there were opportunities galore. Another one here, you had the so I think it's just the Soul. I can't remember who this is here.
It's another handbill too.
Yeah, but it's a handbill.
Mm-hmm.
And, 149. Another R. Kelly as well. So Lil Kim,
I thought about that.
yeah,
It just didn't hit for me, man. But I
yeah,
thought about it. It didn't hit though.
couple of Grammy Award stickers. These are still you can still find these for cheap
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
look
yeah,
around.
yeah.
So if you look around, you can still find tickets.
Tickets and
I
stuff.
think
Yeah,
tickets are
tickets.
really low hanging fruit that you can get
Mm-hmm.
in on the ground floor
Mm-hmm.
on. This is another one, bro.
Oh man, bro. What?
Yeah,
No way.
you see where I pulled out at. I was, I knocked off. But yeah, when you think about it now, you look back and look at a week later, you look at this and you like, bro, MC Hammer,
I
a hundred,
don't remember that going that low.
$124.
Wow, bro. It's amazing how things look when you're in it.
Yeah, when
As
you step,
opposed when you
yeah,
step back and look.
you step back and look at it from 30,000 feet, you're like, wow, because you can see everything for what it is. You're like, wow, this went really cheap.
And I'm counting my money. I'm counting my money doing the
Yeah,
auction too. I'm counting everything I've already bought.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Eminem publicity photo,
That's dope.
$114. We looked at that, the 2000s Taylor Swift. I told you if I thought that was like a card or something like that, or if it was signed by one of them,
Yeah, yeah.
to the roof. Another one of the Lil Kim posters as well,
Mhm.
114, 109. $104 for the other promo poster for MC Fresh. And then we get down to another Lil Kim poster. That one sold for 100.
That
That's
poster was dope. I like the colors on that.
Yeah, out of the lot. And then we get down to,
Man, talk to him. Talk to him.
so I won this as well. This is the 1998 Destiny's Child publicity photograph.
Still.
This is also, there's a couple of things going for it. This is actually numbered. Yep, this is actually numbered. Destiny's Child. This is actually one of the actual press release promo.
The original Destiny Child
group. Yeah, this is the original Destiny's Child group, which is hard to find a lot of with the original. Yeah. So to have this is what I knew as growing up as Destiny's Child.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, this was the Destiny's Child I knew. So this is the real, as I say, the real Destiny's Child. And I was able to pick that up, procure that one, and also was able.
That was a steal, man. You stole that, man.
To get another one, which you'll see in a little bit here. Beanie Man.
I think I might regret some not pulling the trigger on.
I mean, when you look at it now, $89, man, for that.
Insane.
Yeah, $89, man. It's like, bro.
You know. Love the colors too, man. Colors are dope.
Another Beanie Man, $89 as well.
Yeah.
And then,
that's the one I thought I won. You see that photo?
Yeah, this like, bro. I don't know how,
it was weird. It said I won it.
Yeah, you last second.
Yeah. I must have thought I won it, and I didn't. Somebody must have came last second, but
yeah,
I really wanted that.
They're very lucky. They're very lucky to have that one, bro.
Bro, that's a crazy piece.
Crazy image. James Brown and MC Hammer back in '91.
Two of the craziest entertainers ever lived.
Kanye West, probably about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
this was sold for crazy money because it's at the Fillmore. Right, it's the Fillmore, and it's the old promo of him and the old, you know, the
college dropout. With the bear. Yeah.
So that probably went for money. This was another one that the only reason why this sold for $87 is because Luke ain't in it.
Yeah.
If Luke was in this,
would
have went through the roof. Through the roof.
Yeah.
Couple of stickers there. Sweepstakes tickets. And this is why I say there's a lot. If you look, for those who are watching, go back and look at the auction. You'll see there's a lot of low hanging fruit right here for you to get in on the ground floor on certain stuff.
Yeah, a lot.
I started to bid on that. I opted not to. I just for me, I just felt like you could probably see this again somewhere else. So I was like, nah, you know.
And remember, we were looking up the grading company because I think that's going to matter down the road, you know, especially from an investment standpoint. And it just seemed like there was a lot of things we couldn't really put our hand on as far as really understanding the company. The site seemed a little obscure. It was just, so I
Yeah.
think you made a smart move, man. A real smart move.
The publicity photo for Public Enemy, I almost bid on this, but it sold for
I
$81.
love that photo.
I think it's a great portrait of them in this
Yeah.
New York subway.
Yeah, I love that photo.
Uh, you got the
Oh, that's the Eminem card. Is that the Eminem card?
the Eminem card.
Yeah, the
That's
rookie
not
card.
rookie
Yeah.
card. Sold for $79.
Yeah.
PSA 10.
Yeah.
This is one that you got. This one.
Yeah, I won that one. He has like 2 or 3 rookie cards, but that's one of them.
Yeah.
I think when this auction was going on, I actually pre-bidded on that, and I think there's only 2 or 3. Oh, it says 5. Okay, 5 at PSA 10. So I actually went on PSA and checked because I have the PSA. Yeah, I have the app scanner where you can just scan the little barcode at the top, and the app will pull up and show you all of the how many created. Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. The Two Live Crew photo from Awards Night, MTV Awards, that sold for $75.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have another.
There it is.
I have Destiny's Child 1998 PSA 3. This is actually the if I click on it, come up. This is actually back in the day, they would the photographer would take the photo, and then the wire distributor, which is in this case it would be Corbis, would then create a reproduction. That reproduction will be sent out to various news outlets for them to make their images
for press releases and stuff.
Press releases, yeah. So this was one of the reproductions that went out. I can tell you this: there's probably not a lot of these floating around because Corbis is no longer around anymore. Corbis is now.
Wow.
So Getty, I mean, most of this probably got tossed out because when people realized that Corbis wasn't around anymore, that's it. Unless also you got to look at newspapers are now defunct as well. So a lot of newspapers have shut up shop. Most people probably order the images online because they probably took the master and made it an image online. So there's not a lot of these floating around. So to have a actual tangible press clipping photo from Corbis of Destiny's Child. This is early. This is I think the BET Awards, Soul Train Awards. So you talking? This is when they were just really starting to get good here.
Yeah. And something I'm noticing too, man. I'm listening to you explain. Just the historical aspect of how that process went with that particular that press photo. Watch this. Do you remember back in the day? I think definitely in the late. I think it started ending around in the 2000s, but definitely popular in the late 90s. If when you took a photo, you would get the image like the negative. You get them drum scan. You go to a drum scanner, and that's how you got full high res definition photos. I mean, it was beautiful. You put them through a drum scanner, not your basic scanner. When you know about some of these old techniques, like we talked about with the Ruby lift and how some of the more older ways they created posters and handbills, that's another way you can understand rarity and find a lot of value in some of these things because the technique don't exist anymore. And like you were saying about how this company's now defunct, they don't go through that process anymore. Newspapers are kind of getting defunct. Everything's becoming digitized. When you start learning these old antiquated processes and you find rare items that those processes were used to create, bro, you might have something. Depending on the actual item itself, you might really, really have something. And it's good to know some of these old techniques.
Yep. And $75, I was like, why not? It's like $75 for that.
Bro, and you got the set, and you got both.
I got both of them. So yeah, so there you go. So yeah. And so that's pretty much about it. I think everything else.
That's pretty much about it. Yeah.
About it. And like I said, this was a great opportunity to get in on the ground floor. It's fun to go back and review this particular auction. There was another auction on Thursday night. I think it was Thursday night. Was the Golden Age. They had a special Golden Age auction. I forgot what the title of it was, but it's definitely had a few heavy hitters in there as well.
Got some good books in there. Yeah.
Uh, some of the highlights would include like this Master Comics,
Mm-hmm.
21 3.0. This sold for 55.20.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And
Wow.
what's crazy is I've probably seen. Well, no, I hadn't seen it because I would have bought it because I just thought about what was the notch that he's sitting there right there. I probably would have bought it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Wow.
I mean, that's it's amazing to look at some of these golden age books. This right here, I knew this was going to be a heavy hitter just off of the sword, the colors. I want to see this. This is not LB Cole. This is somebody else there. Click on this here. This is
Whoo, man, I've never seen that cover before. Wow.
I would assume. Let me go back here. I would assume there's not a lot of these floating around. Let's see when the last.
No, it can't be, man.
So yeah, I mean, you're looking at a total of 48.
That's more than I would have thought, bro.
Yeah.
That's much more than I would have thought. Wow.
So
Wow. That's an amazing sale, man. That is crazy.
and that's graded, by the way, 48 graded. So there's no telling how many out there. They're probably less raw. But that's a great cover. Great cover. The only thing that I would probably ding it for if it was me, and sometimes this helps a lot when I look at stuff, but you got the extra stamps. He stamped all over the place to make sure everybody.
You know what? And I was looking at that, man.
Yeah,
I was like,
all
what's
over
going
like,
on there?
Yeah, whoever had the book owned the book was like, I want to make sure people know this is my book. So
there's one on eBay with a missing cover. Okay, so that also had a something centerfold 3D zone. So there's one with a missing cover. It's incomplete. That's selling for $304. But like any book, not only you want completion, but with golden age books, man, that cover sometimes is what you're really paying for.
Yep. Let's go here. We're gonna bad that.
That's crazy.
Go through a couple of other ones here. We've got the bondage cover. You got the tractor.
Mm-hmm.
Crushing, clamping on him, and that sold for $4,200. 50. We've got another Hit Comics. Just the colors on that 3840 55. We've got a couple of Wiz Comics 1.8 sold for $3,120.
1.8, bro.
Imagine if this was a 5 or a 6.
Probably $10,000.
This is Wiz Comics 3, by the way.
Because you're already getting basically $3,000, well, $1,500, over $1,500 a grade. Basically, it's 1.8. You can argue say it's close to a 2. But that's crazy.
Total of these are 49 on the CGC census. This is when we talk about books that are rare. $49. This is rare, not scarce. This will fall under rare. Look at this cover here, man. Jesus Christ. I wish I would be on that. That's one I might would have thought about that. Look at that cover there, man. Look at that. That's 2880, 25, 4 favorites, number 10. This was one. This one goes for serious loot. You see here.
I've never seen that cover. That's a dope cover.
Yeah, I've seen it one time other before. 20 of these exist. The last sale. Let me see here. Let me see. Here goes a couple of the past sales of it. We'll do about highest first. A 5.0 sold for $7,200. That was in 2022. Last year, a 4.5 sold for $5,000. And then in 3360.
So a 5.0 sold for $7,200. When was it? In 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And what's the grade that just sold just now?
That was a that one was a 2.5.
Wow.
2.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
A 0.5 sold for right at 1,500.
Oh my goodness.
And then that same 2.5, let me see. Uh here we
And how
go.
many of these are on the census?
20. But I want you to see back in 2014, one sold for 430. And then this year, 28 880, 2880. So that gives you an idea of how some of these sought after golden age books, they just kind of
Yep. Let's keep going
go
up.
up. Yeah. Find me the stock that does that.
Nvidia.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
That's about
That
it.
quick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. In 10 years. Just like that. I'm gonna close this out here. Close that one out. Keep going back to that. There we go. We had a couple of other ones here. This was one I was looking at. This was Captain Science. I thought this was this is a great
Love that cover. Amazing cover.
2,400 for an 8.
Yeah, beautiful cover.
In this, beautiful color. You got a lot going on here, man. So yeah,
who's the artist on that?
This is Don Perlin.
Okay.
Don Perlin. Yeah.
Dope cover.
You also have 1 Minute Man, 7.5 sold for 2,400. Another Nazi cover. I think a lot of these books, man, are books that's gonna come back. People are gonna look back in a few years and you're gonna for these prices, man. This is top notch stuff. Captain Science, another one, which I like this one.
There's some dope Captain Science covers, man. There's some really, really dope Captain. I don't own any, but there's some I've almost pulled the trigger on. They have some amazing covers, man.
Yep. This sold for 2,000 for an 8. I think that's a steal personally. An 8, $2,000.
Absolutely. At that grade, absolutely, man.
Yeah, I think it's an absolute steal. I think this is Lily Renee. If I know her, I think this is Lily Renee. Let me see.
Wow,
no, Joe Doolin. No, it's Joe Doolin.
Didn't Matt Baker do some Ranger covers too?
Yeah, but he did his. I think in the later part of the run.
Okay.
This later run.
Okay.
This is a great one, man. 4.0. It doesn't look like a 4.0. Well, I guess you could if you're gonna.
Yeah, the corner, but until you zoom in, it presents really, really well.
Yeah, 4 is great. It presents really well. Yeah, this sold for $2,040. Let's go look at the. Let me close this out here.
Wow.
I want to go look and see what some of the other ones have sold for over time.
Hey man, hold on one sec.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. And so you can kind of see this is a book that is done well for the most part. We got a 1.8 sold for $720 back in 23. We got a 3 that sold for $1,500. And then how lucky was this guy to get us $191 and get a 6 for a 6.5 back in the day? How lucky was that gentleman or gal? And then we had the just last year 2760 for 4.0 as well. And then this year, well, and the year before that was 3,000. So this is one that's kind of goes up and down, but you kind of can see here you're going to pay anywhere in the 2s and the 3s for it, depending on the date. So this is definitely another good one that was worth picking up here. Let's go on here. We're gonna roll over here to a couple of more books here. This is another one, all new comics. I've never seen this. I'd have to say this might be probably one that's a little tough to come by. That's correct. See, like I said, I've never seen it, but because I know how these covers, there's certain covers that when you're looking in the golden age books, it just clicks and you go, yeah, this is I've got this is one you just pick up. When you do it long enough, it just happens. Sixth graded. This is a book that probably does not come up a lot. In 1920, all new comics. This is absolutely a great cover. You got Nazi. You've got everything going on for it. Hitler appearance in the book as well. This is in 43, and it looks good for a 4 or 5. Let's see if one's ever sold on Heritage before. It doesn't look like one ever sold on Heritage. This might be the first one. So doesn't look like it's one that's sold. So yeah. I mean, this is there's a 9.4 sitting out there somewhere. Like, could you imagine what a 9.4 would go for in today's market? Wow. So I'm sure this book here sold for 1920. It's a 4 or 5. But when we go down here to the CGC census, look.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's insane.
There's a 9.4 of this book sitting out there somewhere in the world.
Oh my goodness.
A 9.4. Could you imagine what that would go for today? A 9.4. That's instantly 12, 15.
Yeah, I can't. If not more.
Yeah, if not more, bro.
If not more.
Amazing. That is amazing. There. All right. Yeah, that's wild. All right. So we have Lost in Pedigree Smash Comics 1920 for 7.0. This was one that I caught my eye, was the Bullet Man. Bullet Man typically has
nice cover. Oh man, love that.
1680 for an 8.5. That is highway robbery.
Highway robbery, yeah. All day, every day.
And this is why I tell people like the deals are out there. The deals are out there. If you're looking. Another one, beheading image. 1680 for a 9.0.
You know, I would really love to start seeing more.
And it's a file copy. That's even crazy.
Yeah.
That's one of the quality file copies. Yeah.
And this is something that a lot of people, I think, they don't get correct. So a lot of times people assume that all file copies are going to be like in pristine shape. That's not necessarily true, because the file copy was actually in most cases handled more. It was just that every time a new artist or a new writer would come in, they would keep a copy on file so they can go back and read some of the earlier stuff so they can figure out where to pick up on. So they would have these file copies. Now, of course, they were preserved. It was kind of taken care of. It was in a nice spot, but they were handled, you know what I mean, by multiple people. So when you see a file copy at this age, man, at that grade of 9.0, oh my goodness, that's insane.
And for that price, 1680, that's a highway robbery, man. That is highway robbery, man. So kudos to the gentleman who got that. Kudos to the gentleman who got that. What a great pickup that was. That was a really good pickup.
Man, that was a W all day. There was something in here I bid it on. Bid it or that I did bid on. I can't remember if I bid it.
This is another classic cover. I think this is one. I think this is it. That one sold for 1440.
Very, very Namor-esque.
Another all new. This one sold for 1380. Blue Bolt. This looks like LB Cole. Yep. That is LB Cole. 6.0 that sold for 1320. Captain Flight Comics. 4.5. It sold for 1320. I think this was probably I didn't watch this auction, live, but I can tell you now, this is probably one out of the last few auctions that I've watched. I think this is one of the best value for your dollar
Yeah.
golden age auctions I've seen in a
Yeah.
while.
All day. It's not even close. All day, every day. Yeah. All day, every day.
Master Comics 1320.
Yeah. All day.
Uh, I mean,
Dickie Dare. That's a pretty that cover, man, is a cover I've seen at one point. People used to really go after that cover a lot.
Dynamic Comics. This was one. This is one that I was keeping an eye on. Now, this I did actually keep an eye on. Let me close that there. I don't want to do that. This is the first appearance of Valkyrie.
Yeah.
And this sold for $11.70. This was raw. Wow. This was raw. And guess what, man? There's 44 of these out there.
That's not a lot.
Yes, this is why I said best man. I kind of hate I missed out on that one because that's the.
But you know what? I'll say this. This is from experience, and I don't think this applies every time. But I have noticed that if Heritage does not get the book graded, because remember, when they get a book, they'll sometimes get it graded because they understand they can make more money. Because remember, they get a significant premium off of these books. If they don't believe that it's gonna grade, it's at the grade that they want, where they feel like they can get a higher premium, but they could probably get a better premium raw. And I've had that from my own experience. Usually, when that book comes back, you realize why they didn't grade it when you really hold it in your hand. So, I think that may be so whoever bought that book, even though it's a steal, I think when that person gets it, it may not meet the expectation when they actually purchased it. But there's a reason why they don't grade those books.
This is a great cover. This is fantastic number 8. I've never seen this before. This is Northwood Pedigree, by the way. 8.5, 1140.
Dope cover.
Yeah. This is
who's the artist on that cover?
This is Henry Kiefer and Ernie Bach.
That skull looks somewhat AC Hollingsworth style.
Yeah, it does look like an AC Hollingsworth.
Yeah, it really does.
There's been a few of these that have sold. One in 19 for $13.20, another one in 2012 for $216, 2010 for $191, 2007 $203. All respectively 85, 85, 85, 85. So this is one that tends to come out of somebody's collection, more or less. 37 copies of this graded on the census. So this is one that it tends to pop up every once in a while, but you get a pedigree at that price. Yeah, I'm going for that, all the time. So, we'll browse to a few more other cool ones here.
Man, there was something I know I made a bid on. I just can't remember, because a lot of times these auctions will sneak up on me, and when I see them, especially Golden Age auctions, I start researching them and trying to learn. There was one I remember I did some research on while it was live, and I made a bid, but I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, a few more of these all new. I mean, this is like these kind of covers here. These World War II covers. Alex Schomburg, 50840.
Is it me? But have you seen a decline in some of Schomburg's just random covers? I don't mean the ones that everybody go after. Because there was a moment where it didn't matter. What cover it was, they just wanted to buy it. And I'm noticing now that's not the same now. Where of course the ones he's known for, some of the more classic covers, those are fine. But I'm noticing a lot of his covers, people are like, it's not, but they're not really going after like they used to.
Yeah, it's starting to take a dip a little bit.
Yeah,
every artist goes through that.
It goes up and down. Yeah.
Up and down. There's some that just stay up there. It'll be cold.
Yeah. Matt, now
Stevens is now back up there with So every artist goes through it. I just think with Schomburg, his iconic covers are the ones that you probably want to go
Those
get.
are one, right. Now I tell you this, Jack Kamen covers are going up in value.
Yeah,
I'm noticing like even some of his like people are really now looking. He's always been one of the great artists of the golden era, but I'm noticing now, and maybe it's because a lot of his work has been associated with Matt Baker. A lot of times they worked on a lot of books together, and I've even historically it's even been said that even books where he got cover credit for, Baker may have helped him on those books, especially drawing some of the women. But yeah, man. So I'm noticing a rise in some of his books.
We have Colossus Comics #1. This is from Sun Publications, 1940. This looks like this is probably one of these books that is extremely rare. There has been some sales, 956, 900, and 1213. These were all within the years before this particular sale. This is a 3.5 at 840, so a little bit shy of what it went for some years back. But when you go down here to this right here, you see 19 total graded copies out there. So you don't see a lot of them. And from here, and this is just off this one link. There you go. Here you go. So you had quite a few, but they've all basically sold on Heritage.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And they've done fairly well.
Wow. Yeah.
Well.
All of them. Wow.
So this is a book that when it does pop up, this is probably one that people are looking to throw in the collection of, and that's that. So
Colossus Comics. Wow.
Colossus Comics. Victory. It's 840. And let me see here. What else do we have? I think that's not. Yeah, that's another range, but that's not a Matt Baker cover. But it's still a tough cover.
Yeah, it's a nice cover. That's a real dope cover.
Jungle Comics 941. That's 1941.
That's probably Cayman right there.
Yeah, that's Cayman. That's Cayman. I can look at the line art to tell. Dynamic Comics 720. Let me tell you, man, Super Mystery has some really, really good covers in there.
Those are nice.
They've got some really good covers in there as well. Wow Comics. Now you get these early ones, these early Wow Comics with Mary Marvel on them, and there's a few that's going to really push up. So I think we're getting close to maybe Crown Comics.
Crown Comics, yeah. Some of it,
yeah. 660. That's over 660. That's Crown Comics number 18.
18, yeah.
More for favorites, and I feel like it was something here that we both would keep an eye out. This is no, that's not. It's the 1940, so that's not that big.
Nah.
Yeah. It's early Sheena, if I'm not mistaken.
Looks like it.
This was this is one I was actually I kept an eye on.
That's a dope cover.
Yeah, I really like that cover, man. Future Comics.
You don't like it?
I said I like it. I thought it was dope.
Okay. Yeah, I love it, man. It's pretty dope.
I thought it was dope, man. It was one that kind of caught my eye. I just like the colors and everything.
Yeah.
Really, really cool line art there.
Really nice.
Let's see here. This is a Rocket to the Moon. This is one I actually have.
Oh wow.
This over 552.
Dang, raw too.
Yeah. I actually got
wow.
Shout out to Comic Collector Geek if you're watching. Yeah, I think he got one of these too. So we both got.
Oh man, Alan, man. Shout out to Alan, man. Yeah, man. Had a chance to get on this show, man. Love Alan.
Quite a few of these out there. 102 of those, but it's just always an in-demand cover when it does pop up. Really cool. So really, really cool cover. Rocket Man. It's a pretty cool cover there. That sold for $552 for $7.5.
Rocket Man.
Yeah. Spotlight Comics. This is the artist. I know this dude who do the artist, man. I feel like I know this guy. Let me see.
I like that cover.
Yeah, Chesler, that's it. Chesler.
Wow.
Chesler, man. Chesler did quite a few covers, man.
Wow. Nice cover.
Yeah. And this was a 4.5. This 4.5 sold for $552. I say it was a lot of value. There was a lot of value uh in this here. Uh
Yeah, absolutely.
Another early jumbo comics,
Hmm.
5 to 8. Just early jumbo is gonna bust you over the head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Early jumbo, man. You gonna get knocked upside the
Yeah.
head. Early jumbo, early crown. Yeah, they coming
Yeah.
for you.
So Joe Doolin, I know that a mile away. That's Joe Doolin.
Yeah, yeah.
516.
Dope cover.
Yeah, this has got a lot going on this cover here. Look at this cover here. A lot going on there.
Wow. Is that look the Hulk in the back? A little bit the head.
Yeah,
What's that? Wow.
going on there. That sold for 5 to 16. Um, 43. This is Doolin too. Let me see. I think this is. Let's see if this is Doolin. This is CBCS too, by the way. Uh, Cover art safe. Okay, art safe. All right, Joe Graham Ingles. Okay, all right. So let me see. I know sometimes Lily Renee did some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and Joe Doolin. All right. Another Master Comics.
It's a dope cover.
Yeah. Let's see.
Amazing. Dude, it's sometimes, man, sometimes until I see it again, I forget some of these
This
comic
this
headers.
I hate I missed this because this is Wally Wood. I actually hate I've missed this.
Yeah, I know
That's
you love Wally Wood. I know
that
you're
was
a big
Wally
Wally
Wood.
Wood fan. That's a
Yeah,
dope cover. That's a dope
yeah.
cover.
80 for that one. Yeah, it's a nice,
Nice
nice.
little bondage cover. It's dope.
Yeah, it's a nice one there. Uh, that's a nice cover as well.
That
camera comp.
is. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I like that one. And as you see, there's just a lot of cool. Here we go. This is one I got. I actually got this one too. This is a Captain Science
Wow, that's cat science. That's nice.
456 raw. That's a great price for a raw book.
Yeah.
And as you see here, there is 46 of these graded.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I've got like a 1.8 or something on that line. And then of course we've got some more Ranger comics.
Rangers.
And it's a Crown 1949. Let's see here. This might be. Let's see.
Yeah, that's when they changed Buddha's
Yeah.
complexion.
Yeah.
What number is that one?
This is 16.
16. Is that Buddha? Hold on. Is that Buddha? That may not be Buddha. Hold on. When did Buddha run in that I might have that wrong. Because he shows up in number 3.
I can tell you that there's 6 graded. That I can tell you. 6 of those was 6 of those.
I mean, it looks just like that's Buddha.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Buddha. That's Buddha. That's Buddha.
Let's see here. This was another one that I had. I was watching. I just kind of like that cover. It sold for 408 for 8.0 Magic Comics. Wow.
Dope cover.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait to see what's going to be that next, because it happens every so many years. There's another Golden Age cover that just pops up.
Yeah.
That it just all of a sudden everybody starts going after. I don't know which one it's going to be, but one's going to pop up soon. Everybody's going to start going after that cover.
Yeah, this is Ranger 33, 1942. Ranger Comics cover had some really nice.
Ranger had great covers. A lot of good covers.
Yeah, a lot of nice covers. But yeah, this was a relatively solid auction.
Yeah, that was a great auction.
This is another one here that I had. I like that cover too.
Dude, I'm really digging these future comic covers. Like, I'm gonna have to start investigating some of these.
Yeah, I've been intrigued by the line art, so it looks really.
Yeah, I love it. I even like that masthead treatment with the F. Kind of has a cartoon look to it.
Yeah, and these are some of the other ones. I think this was probably on the second part of the auction here. Fight Comic 1946. and this is 40. It makes me wonder what Matt Baker, but they took Matt Baker away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have some good stuff on this, man. And like I said, for those who want to go back and look at it, you can look at it. They had great stuff. I think these are all the second day, second half. This was one I think we both I actually have this already, but this is 7.0.
Wow.
It's great at a 7.0 for $180. So we talk about value. You talk about
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
getting in on the ground
Oh,
floor.
wow, that's a pedigree right there.
Pedigree, $180 for a pedigree.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean you got Green Hornet here. I think it's Green Hornet, all new comics, 180 for a 5. I mean these are great deals.
I was watching the comic link auction last night, and the Green Hornet. I think the Green Hornet first appearance. So let me see what it's sold for.
This is, as you're looking for that, this is a Crippin copy of a Crime number 10. This sold for $149 for a 6.5 pedigree. Really good prices, man. The value is out there, and I'm going to stress that to people. Here is another Crown Comics as well, Rico. This one sold.
Oh wow,
9 sold for $119.
Still great price. Yeah, 2.5 of Green Hornet Comics number 1. First appearance of Green Hornet and Kato's.
Joe Doolin Cup, Matt Baker art.
Oh, nice.
49. I actually got this one. This is one I see a lot of. 109 raw. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, there's a lot of deals out there. You've got to be out there looking. A couple of other auctions coming up that kind of caught my eye. The European Art Show is the one that I'm keeping an eye on.
Yeah, there's only one painting in there I saw. I think that's the one.
The cover.
Yeah, that was the only one. But I think that's already like crazy. What is that, like 6 figures, isn't it?
Yeah,
already.
I think
I think they want. I'm like, I'm good.
Now we can take a look and see what. Yeah, I think it's right there. 27,000.
Yeah, 27,000. Yeah,
$27,000 for that.
Yeah, it's a dope piece though. But yeah, I'll pass.
We've got the other World War II comics covers. We'll cover that on the next show. We've got political posters, which is another.
Oh man, bro.
We'll discuss that as well.
You know what? That might be a good one to review because one of the things that political posters include are gags. That's where a lot of times where instead of an actual comic strip, they would do more like a political cartoon, like where they're kind of making a political statement. But there are a lot of artists, man, that I collect that are known for doing some amazing gags. Even Maury Turner, who did We Pals, did a lot of gags.
This is photography from the estate of Shirley. What was it here? Hold on, y'all bear with me. Go back. Shirley Ross Davis.
Wow.
So some of these will probably go for a nice piece of change. I think that auction is a little ways off, but as I always say, photography, you get the right photos, and
you're good.
And you're good. It's worth a few nickels or two. So, auction, like auction as well. Icons photography, and we've got coins galore. And this is June 21st. We've got the Roger Hill collection signature auction. Let's stick our head now right quick. Let's take a look.
Yeah. And by the way, shout out to all my numismatic collectors, man. I'm a big coin collector also.
We've got Black Key Comics. Excuse me, Lord have mercy.
we got Black Key. You didn't know. Hey, you didn't know about my comic book I did in the 1950s, man. You didn't know.
Hey, we got Black. Just look already at the original art. Look at this.
No way.
Yeah. Y'all are gonna get some bonus footage today, y'all. Look at this. Let's just go straight through some of these original art. And this is ways off. When does this open up? This is in 2 weeks. Bro. This is just 20 days. 20
Okay,
days.
okay. Just this one, bro.
So we're gonna definitely come back and review this auction. But
How
watch
high? How high do you think that goes? That's got to go
six figures,
well 6 figures. Well
six
6 figures.
figures, 6 figures, 6 figures.
Oh my
Most of these are
goodness.
gonna be 6 figure books. I mean, six
Yeah.
figure posters. Let me look at it.
No, that though is that's original art.
Yeah, this is original art.
Yeah, that's original art.
Original art.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, all this is above my pay grade, man.
Yeah, this is. Oh, yeah, this is. I'm out of this. Hey, I'm out.
Man, I'm already out. I'm just a
This is
fan.
why we may have to sit down and watch this one.
Yeah.
Just to watch what this stuff goes for. This is. I don't even know if this is gonna be in there. This might be the middle of the afternoon. Look at Wallywood.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, and that's at 340.
I see a few that might slip through the cracks. Now, when I say slip through the cracks, now it's still gonna cost you a little ticket, but it won't be like it's not gonna be unattainable.
That's the cover for Crime Suspense.
Yeah.
Just saw that Rocket Man. That's the original art. We just saw that.
Wow, sure did.
Tomb of Terror.
Well, a lot of these artists had no chill, boy. They choke a chick on the cover in the second one.
Yeah.
Boy, zero chill.
So it's amazing, man. You see all this stuff that's sitting out there. Wow.
Bro, I'm gonna be bro.
Look at this. Now, what do you think that's gonna go for?
Oh my goodness. Hold on, click on that, man. We gotta see that. Okay, it's recreation. That's the recreation.
Recreation preliminary.
Yeah, that's a recreation. Okay,
preliminary original art. Yeah.
Okay, that's a so somebody recreated that. Maybe a famous artist or someone. Still original art, but yeah. Because I was wondering why is it still at $5? What's going on? Like,
yeah.
Oh man.
Logo type for that. The tone Teenage Dope Slaves.
Wow, what the heck?
There's quite a few things here, man. That's that's pretty damn cool.
It's a couple things, man. It's caught my eye, man. I might have to
look. You got to go in there, take a look around.
Yeah, take a look around.
Non-sports trading card show is coming down the pipe. We've got Jeff. I mean, just when you see so much stuff that's going on,
man, so much stuff, man. Heritage is not playing. Hold on, what's with the dollar? Is that anything with? No. I thought maybe because I'm pretty sure with all of the hype that and the attention that Negro League baseball is getting, I'm pretty sure probably within the next couple of months they were probably already curating and putting together a Negro League baseball auction.
Yeah, I would assume that's coming down the pipe.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, so yeah, we got a lot of stuff we'll be covering over the next couple of months, as y'all can see here. So yeah, definitely want to make sure that you all stay locked in.
Wow.
I mean, there's another signature art. I mean, everywhere you look, it's just they've got a lot of stuff going on this year with Heritage, man. So yeah, this is gonna be fun the next couple of weeks. So we've got a lot of material coming down the pipe, man. Another blockbuster show today.
Wow.
Rico, thanks, man. We were able to get through this today, and like I said, I enjoyed the hip hop auction last week. And for those again who are still locked in with us, I think that now is the time. If you're looking at music and collectibles, those are things that you could be looking at to add to your portfolio. I'm not saying you're gonna make $50,000 on anything, but I'm just saying that if you want something that could net you a few dollars down the line, now is the time to get involved in on that. And of course, as we just saw with the Golden Age auction there, don't let people tell you that the books are not out there. The books are there, and as you saw, some of those books sold for great prices at that eights and nines. You know, people paying less than $2,000 for a 9.0 in Golden Age, which is absurd. So, I mean, the deals are out there. You just got to be willing to put in the time to look and see. So, Rico, what's your thoughts, brothers? As we wind it down.
I need to make more money. That's all the thoughts I have, man. I'm grateful, but I got to do better because there's some stuff out here, man. I'm looking at. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. Real quick, I was looking at those posters. Those what's the title? those political posters or those golden. Oh my bro, I gotta make more money, man. I make more money. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing. And I collect my childhood.
Yeah.
And for me, I rarely sell anything. I collect my childhood. So for me, it's about nostalgia. It's about what I love, what I like, what I connect to. So I think that's for people that collect that way, man, you don't have any regrets. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, you hate to sell what you have. You know what I mean? You hate to let it go. So, but man, this was fun, man. I enjoyed it, man. I can't wait for the next one, man. This was a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. This is definitely a blast, man. So like I said, I really enjoy doing this. So we'll definitely be back soon. We'll be back with the third installment. We'll look at a couple of other auctions that have passed, and so we'll have that for you as well. So make sure that you hit that bell so that you know when the show is live. And of course, this is pre-recorded, but when the shows are live, you'll see when they hit. And once again, I want to say thank you for the feedback on the last show. Everybody who watched, like, and subscribe to that as well. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to us here at the Comic Hall Crew for our regular shows, our X Factor, this show, and our main show that we have periodic every 2 Saturdays here on the channel. We'll be heading over to Heroes Con. By the time we come back, we'll be coming back from Heroes Con. But by the time the next show is taking place, so hopefully I have some shots and photos of some of the things that I saw at Heroes Con that I can show as well for the auction show here. So, Rico, once again, brother, want to say thank you, man, for toughing it out here. We went through
Man, I love it.
two large auctions here, and I hope that everyone enjoyed themselves. Once again, I want to say thank you. Shout out to TiVo. We're gonna leave you with this image of him, and we're gonna close it out, man. Y'all have a blessed one.